Now we're next going to take a look at a quadratic function for which the coefficient of the squared term is now 1. So we're going to consider then next the function y equals negative 2x squared plus 12x minus 16. And we'd like to put that into the form y equals a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k, so we can recognize or find the vertex. Now you remember that to complete the square, the coefficient of the x squared term needs to be 1. So what do we do here? What we're going to do is to take and factor out a negative 2 from both the x squared term and the x term. So we'll have then negative 2 times the quantity x squared minus 6x. What we're going to do is put plus whatever it is we need to complete the square. Then we have on the outside of the parentheses the constant, which was minus 16. And also I'm going to put minus whatever it is we need to keep the equation balanced. So then let's go back inside the parentheses. And to complete the square, would you agree we're going to take half of the coefficient of x, which is negative 3, and if we square that, we're going to get 9. Now, we want to be very careful here about what we subtract to balance the equation. Now, the 9 that we've added inside the parentheses, you can see, is really multiplied by the negative 2 that's in front. So in essence, then, what we need to do is subtract, then, the product of negative 2 and 9 to keep the equation balanced. So now we'll go back and factor, and we have then y is equal to negative 2 times x minus 3 quantity squared. Then we have minus 16, then minus the product of negative 2 and 9, which is minus 18. So we'll have then y is equal to negative 2 times x minus 3 quantity squared minus 16 plus 18. And then finally, the form that we need is negative 2 times x minus 3 quantity squared plus 2. So we can now identify the vertex to be 3, 2. And you know, because the coefficient of the squared term is negative 2, that this graph would open down.